Morning YouTube, welcome to my latest update. Apologies, it's been a while. It's been a hectic past 4 or 5 weeks. Probably because my wife gave birth to our son, our second child, who is a good few weeks old. So he's probably the main reason why I haven't had a chance to do an update. But fortunately for me, he's asleep at the moment. So I thought I'd use this opportunity, being off work this morning, to give you an update what's going on with my Red Sea Reefer 170. There's been some things that have changed and happened since the last update, which I probably think is probably a good, maybe getting on 2 or 3 months now. I've lost track, but yeah, we'll go through what's done, what changes I've made, and overall how the tank's getting on. I just thought I'd start the video with this angle. Absolutely love my tank from this angle. Water is absolutely crystal clear. Red Sea carbon, I think, is the reason why, but I'll explain a bit more about that a bit later on. But yeah, a few changes, couple of livestock changes, as you can see. You can just see the starfish just there. Red starfish been in the tank now about a month. Very well, very easy to look after. Just wanders around the tank eating bits of filbus algae and titrus. Don't need to physically feed him or target feed him in any way, so he seems to have settled in really well, and he covers around the tank. Something that moves so slow, doesn't have to get around the tank throughout the day. Some changes to the layout of the corals. This big colony of green mushrooms was further up the escape, now moved in further down, just for a little bit less light. I did have a peacock leopard wrasse in here. That's I haven't seen him now for about 2 months, so I'm assuming he is dead. Yeah, I just woke up one morning about 8 o'clock every morning. He used to come out the sand for the 9 months I had him. And then one morning he didn't come out, and yeah, I wasn't really too concerned. Did a bit of research saying like if it was a little bit spooked for whatever reason, it could stay in the sand. Sorry. And then 4 or 5 days passed and I never did see him. I did obviously take a plunge and sifted through the sand, never did find a body. Checked all the pipework, checked obviously around the side of the tank. Nothing tells me he jumped out, which would have been a possibility because I have no lid on this tank, but I couldn't see a body. So my only assumption is that it died in the night, and it's obviously the body's been taken care of by the snails and the crabs that live in this tank. Very disappointing and a bit of a surprise because he was doing very well. He was growing, he was plump, he was eating everything in the tank, pellet, mysis, as well as picking on all the rock. There is some life on the rock. This is cured live rock, so very, very strange. And I suppose that's part and parcel of this hobby, and these fish ultimately, they do die sometimes for reasons unknown, and it's very frustrating. Not only that, but it also can be expensive, but all you can do is keep trying, keep improving your ways. And I did all my water tests immediately after, and everything was in check. Obviously all the other livestock was absolutely fine, so unless that fish develops something or whatever, I don't know, and we'll never know, but it's a shame. So obviously with the death of the leopard wrasse, that left a vacancy in the tank. I don't keep more than 5 fish in this tank. I know some Red Sea Reefers YouTubers keep maybe 6 or 7. I think 5 is comfortable for a tank of this size, really. So the past few months I've been thinking about what I can add. I wanted a fish that would graze on algae. Again, I'll talk about algae and some of the issues I've had over the past couple of months, what I've done to combat it, but ultimately I wanted something that was going to stay relatively small, not particularly territorial, something that's relatively reef safe, but something that would eat algae. And as you've probably already noticed in the tank, I have a coral beauty, and there he is over on the right hand side. He's been in the tank now 24 hours. Bought him yesterday from Erdington Aquatics, great place if anyone lives in Birmingham. I got him very cheap, considering some other places sell them for 35 to 40 pounds. I think I picked him up for, he was 20 quid, so yeah, really good. He's decently sized. I'm hoping he'll stay this size. He may go a little bit bigger. Some people probably argue this tank's probably a little bit too small I'm probably inclined to agree with him, in all honesty. And if he does grow a lot bigger, I will look to rehome him. A lot of the online forums and books say 55 gallon minimum. Well, this is a 35, obviously, in the display, so some way short of that. But and then I have seen people keep them in this size tank, so we'll have to just wait and see. He'll be the only, obviously, he's the biggest fish in here. There'll be no more going in. There's plenty of food. There isn't much competition from other grazers, so I'm hopefully the aggression will stay low and he will settle in just fine. I think there's another YouTuber I follow, I forget his name, I think it's City Reefer. I think he has a tank of similar volume and he keeps a, is it a half black angel, I think it is, or an herbal angel. He seems to have had him for a few months with no issues, so that gave me encouragement really. Saying that, he is my third dwarf angel in my time in this hobby, which is